Hello guys. Let's have a quick look at Nasdaq. I hope we'll sharp to that side. So this is our Nasdaq, and we haven't looked at it in quite a while. The last time we looked at this, I think the price was still around here, and we were planning that should it come back, we'll be able to go up until that 12, around that 12,092. Or if it goes around that 12,092, from there we abort any mission about buying. I'll tell you why. So make sure that you stick until the end so that I tell you why it is important that you assess, you thoroughly assess the bigger structures before you do your smaller structures so that you don't go against them. And also from here, we will just check if we can't get any trades. So this is our monthly chart, right? If we still remind each other about what we said the last time we checked this one, we said that this guy here, we moved lower than 8. I think it ends somewhere there. We moved lower than 8. So we are bearish on this time frame. And because this support is taken out, as being bearish, as things stand, seems like we have a potential of coming down until there. It's not a must for the price to go all the way down there, but we are saying as things stand, for as long as they don't change the structure on this time frame, we've got higher chances of what coming into somewhere around this. And we are bearish, and this is our nearest area of what of resistance on this time frame. And there you have a bearish trend line. So basically you could do something like that until you get to this, but we'll see about that. So this is all that you can say about your monthly chart. And when you go to weekly, we had said that weekly is also bearish. And in terms of the weekly nearest support, I think we had taken, let's quickly check that. Yes, we had taken this one here and said this is our weekly area of support that we touched, and then we're going up. But just because you're bouncing from a weekly support does not mean anything. It means, yes, on your smaller time frame, you can get your buy trades from there because the weekly support, but you need to make sure that those trades that you're trading, you need to understand that they are not long-term trades. They are not something like this. We're not going to predict that. It's possible, but at like where we are currently, that's not something that's feasible. It's not like, it's very less likely. So this time frame, same with your monthly, it is very much bearish, and this is your bearish trend line, and this is your bearish the weekly resistance. That's why we have this as the 12,092. That's where the 12,092 came about, because we are at a very nice, fresh, strong area of resistance on weekly, where we are saying that should the price get to that, you need to be very careful, because this will have a very chance of pushing to the downside, which is what we're seeing now. But we don't know how far it's going to go to the downside. But what is important is for you to understand that on your chart, there will always be those sensitive areas. So you need to be able to identify them, so that when you're holding trades and the price approaches those levels or those areas, you need to say, now I've reached a very strong area that can start to take away my pips, meaning moving the price against me, so I need to exit. That's very important. So let's see what we got on daily. I just want us to go through this one quickly so that we get to the final verdict, where we are saying, because of what we're seeing now, I think from here we're most likely to go here or to go there, right? And on daily, if you can see here, we've got a very nice area of support, resistance, which is the one that we marked when we were doing the top-down analysis the other day. And remember, this is where your weekly starts. So it means you have a very nice area of resistance on daily, which is found inside a weekly one. And you can see now the price went and touched both of them. And that's where I said, now you can see what is happening. So all these small areas of support here on your smaller time frames, they are most likely going to fade. So you need to be careful there. And you can see now that the price even went lower to somewhere around there. Now it's trying to pull back up, but we'll see how far it can go. But on this time frame, the time frame is very much bullish. This is your bullish trend line, and maybe if you were to get there, but you'll need to get it with confirmation. But this will be a very nice area for you to try again. And now from here, we'll see if we can get opportunities for us to trade to the downside. For as long as the price doesn't do that and take out that weekly and this daily, then it has got a very much a chance of going to the downside. Remember, when you don't have a confirmation, you don't have a trade. You need to be able to say, on this time frame, this is what I'm expecting, and I will only pull the trigger when I see 1, 2, 3 happening. If it doesn't happen, yes, the price, I'm not going to execute. You need to be able to do that. And let's see what we got on our H4. So this is our H4 chart, and the price was moving nicely. Let's just use this one here. The price was moving nicely to the upside. You had a very nice bullish trend line, and the price did try and come back to this area of support. It touched it, but it didn't go all the way up. You know why? Not really the reason, but you need to say, when the price was coming here, it was not a good idea for you to try and buy on H4, while the price was coming, when it came to activate your trades, it was coming from a weekly and daily area of resistance. So imagine weekly and daily, then you are trying to go against that with your H4. Not a good idea. And you can see that that zone did try to hold the price, but it was not enough. It got defeated. Now the price went down and broke that zone, and it broke the trend line as well. So we can safely say our H4 is bearish, our daily is bullish, weekly, monthly bearish. So meaning if you want to sell, you can sell on your H4 until maybe the price touches your daily support. Then you need to exit. You need to be careful, right? Because that daily is bigger than you. It's bigger than your H4. And because not all of them are pointing to the downside, it means for you to take those sell trades, you need some confirmation. So let's see if you can't get anything here. So currently, this time frame, like we said, it is bearish. And it is now at a very nice nearest area of resistance, which is fresh and it looks nice. And you can even put a bearish trend line there if you want, and say the price is hitting a very nice area of resistance. You assess the area of resistance, and then you can even say, if you feel like it is strong enough, you can try and take your sell there, and then you'll be targeting this here. Because if you look at this, you can maybe, if you're targeting that, you can use somewhere there, TP1 and then max TP, because you're trading day, H4. So this, whatever H4 or daily, it's your max TP. So that's what you can try and do. So let's try and do maybe H1 and see if we will have a different view here. And this is our H1. Like I said, you could put a trend line there and say, but this is our nearest area of resistance. But I'm now worried because of what the price did to this. And you can see that when the price touched it, even if you wanted to mark it, you feel like it's not big enough, you can even mark it somewhere there and say this is this was once the nearest area of resistance, and you can see it was tested there. The price pushed down to somewhere there or even there, which is what you can see there was some reaction there. But when you have a bearish, remember, when you have a bearish pin bar, but the price doesn't come lower than that, but rather it goes to that, it just got high chances of what? Continuing in that direction, which is what we're seeing here. Because the price touched what? It touched an area of resistance here, and then it ended up with what? A bearish pin bar. But the next candlestick didn't do that. If it had done that, it will increase the chances of this continuing with that momentum. But rather it went higher than that pin bar. That's where you're like, so it seems like what the bears were trying to do here, it has failed. So you don't have to try and hold and force trades because you feel like there's a pin bar. No. If there's a pin bar but the price ends up defeating it, you must just accept that the pin bar has lost. So that's when you're like, no, now I need to go out. I need to hit my stop losses if I had entered. And now let's talk about what is happening currently. On this time frame, you can see something like indecision type of a candlestick. So maybe because that it is happening at around your bearish trend line, around your resistance, and also around your H4, a bearish trend line. Maybe if you can say the price, if it takes out this, then it will have a high chance of what? Continuing to at least this or to that H4 daily support. So this is basically how you should, how I think it's easier for you to, it'll be easier for you to, like, if you understand this style of, searching for trades, it'll be easier for you to come up with your own trades yourself, even when you are alone. So if you like this style of trading, don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel so that I can continue giving you this type of videos where you will be able to just, get the, where I give you tips as to like how you should approach the markets and why is it that these areas are sensitive and stuff like that. So that's basically what I do. And have my number there, you can always contact me. But otherwise, I will always try, like, remember, I always keep my promises to say that I will try and give you a video a day. So I'm trying to keep up with that. So don't forget to hit the bell icon and also like the video, guys, so that YouTube can push this video up to other people who will be interested just like yourself. All right, guys, that's all that I wanted to share with you guys. I will see you in the next one. Just observe how the price plays around this trend line there. And you can see already it's showing you that the bears about to kick in, but yes, we don't know if it's enough, but we'll see if they can manage to come lower than that. If not, then the bulls might even go and defeat them, which is why I'm saying when you enter trades, it must always be, make sure that you have a sign to enter. You have something that's confirming for you that these guys are pushing. If not, then you don't have a trade. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. I'm happy that we are growing there. The subs, we are approaching that 1,000, so which is good because it's not so long when we started this channel. So I'm happy that you guys like the content. That's why you're subscribing. So for that reason, I will try and always bring content for you guys. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.